Man, what's up? It's your boy, One Sir Grove. Man, everybody's fucking pretty much, man, podcasting now. Like, dude, I just heard, man, some statistics and I was like, what? I'm glad I got on with podcasts, man. With podcasting when I fucking did because, dude, this shit is phenomenal. And I look back, man, at these different advancements in human civilization in the 20th going into the 21st century because I'm from the 20th century and then we went into the 21st, which is now. And it really is almost like this era is almost, man, it's akin to the 1980s. I've seen the loop back in time. Like history in some respect repeat itself. I listen to Mark Levin all the time, man, like every day, like throughout the evening. And when he's on the air, I listen, man, on the digital, on the analog, on the spectrum. I check the feeds, the Twitter and the airwaves. Mark Levin, man, is on point. I also listen to Rush Limbaugh every day. Almost, man. Every fucking day. Anything that is of that caliber, conservative, talk news, radio, of any kind of substance on the level of Mark Levin, Rush Limbaugh, which, by the way, is hard to beat or even hard to match that, I should say, that level. But, yo, man, I got on the air because people were telling me literally for like some years, like, yo, dude, you should get into broadcasting. And I've never been a liberal. I've never been a liberal Democrat ever. I was never registered liberal Democrat ever voter. I've never been for a proponent thereof, thereto, therewith, fucking ever in space time. Some people, man, they are. That's their thing. I was never. And there's no history on record of me ever having been associated with the DNC, the Democratic Liberal Party, any kind of socialist organization, Marxist organization, communist organization, ever in space fucking time. You know why, man? Because that's not my forte, man. That's not my shit. And so I listen to different commentators, different analysts. I hear their perspectives, their views, their opinions, their angles. For a long time, man, I watched Fox on a daily basis. I watch Fox on the web now, not so much video. I just catch the feeds on Fox. One of the reasons I started to not watch Fox as much on TV is they kept having suckers like Al Sharpton come on their motherfucking show. And I just kept saying to myself, you know what, man, though I'm a fan of Fox to this day, I support Fox, I'm with Fox, like on the wavelength, I'm there. But it's like, and I've actually met folks from the Fox TV show, like in person. The thing is, man, that there was a time when, like, I don't know why Sean was doing this, like, I guess for ratings, but when Hannity was bringing motherfucking Al Sharpton on the show, man, it made my blood boil, man. Like, it made me fucking sick, dude. Like, seriously, because I'm thinking, man, I respect Sean on one hand, Hannity, but on the other hand, Fox as a whole, like Al Sharpton is a fucking schmuck. Like, that dude is a fucking Jake. Like, not only is he a punk, like a super punk, like a Foolio ass motherfucker, like he's a punk motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? It's like of the myriad that is like almost, so to speak, infinite number of people that you could bring on the show as humans are born into this world. It's like, I understand it's really finite as opposed to infinite. But the point is, man, you could literally find like a million other people other than Al fucking Sharpton to bring on Fox. Like, that dude is a fucking minstrel, dude. Like, that dude is a I said black. That dude is a negative fucking dude. That dude is a bad image, dude. Seriously, dude. Like, talk about a stereotype, dude. Talk about shucking and jiving. Talk about giving us black African Americans half, which I am, nonetheless, still DNA black African Americans. Dude, a bad image? I mean, dude, man, that motherfucker, man, him, his whole, fucking Jesse Jackson movement, and, the all those guys, man, and, man, dude, that's why America's never had a black African American president, man. Because 100 years from now, when you look back, like, in time, like, when souls look back and human, like, consciousness of the future, when you look back at this fucking time in history, dude, it's really not much less medieval than what we in our current history books refer to as medieval times. This shit is so stupid, man. These motherfuckers are so stupid, man. These hacks in media, these political pundits with their fucking perm jobs and shit, dude, they look stupid and they sound stupid. They amount to bobbleheads. I mean, they're like the little bobbleheads that you put up on the dashboard. It's like, it's a bubble, 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 little head bubble, bubble, It's like, dude, it's like a medieval play. It's like a play of medievals, rather. It's a play of medievals, and you have the court jester and the fucking clowns and the puppets and the Muppets and, man, the fucking the dummies, wooden dummies. It's like all like the marionettes. Man, I mean, god damn it, dude. And then, like, the futility of it all, dude, is just like seeing these fucking stooges. The stoogery, the fuckery, man. These rat-ass bastards. When you look at the Vermilion, because, dude, they're motherfucking vermin. They're parasitic vermin. When you look at these fools, man, and what it is that they're trying to accomplish, I have some notes here that I wrote that I wanted to, let's see, marketing the show. Oh yeah, the energy that I bring, man. Man, I don't know what some lame fools be about, but man, this show, man, I bring y'all energy. My show is genuine. That's what I bring to the table, is genuineness, sincerity. These other shows, man, they're fucking artificial, many of them. And I'm talking about CNN. That's a plastic, fake-ass news network. Those motherfuckers, man, are probably off-world aliens that came here just to fuck with the minds of humans, dude. Those motherfuckers are probably not even from the star system, man. They're probably more like that of the movie They Live. They're probably like the fucking aliens from They Live. That's probably what CNN is, dude. CNN is a mind fuck network, dude. It probably really fucking truly is, because 99% of it is not real news and it's not entertainment. No, it's not. Those motherfuckers are entering the scene, man. They are nefarious, malevolent, and they are not nice people, dude. And I don't know that they're actually people. They're probably not. So, yeah, so let me see. I had some notes here because I ended the previous podcast at 1 hour, because I'd covered 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, basically like 11 topics. And it was supposed to be 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So Andrew McCabe and James Comey. James Comey is thought to be the devious, treasonous, subversive motherfucker, kind of, sort of, at the heart, that is the central figure, the player, the culprit, the punk motherfucker involved in really kind of setting off the whole FBI, rogue FBI faction shit in an attempt to implicate Trump in the fake Russian collusion hoax. It's said to be James Comey. So you know that Andrew McCabe is part of that shit too. And then Strzok and Page. So those four. Who else though, man? Because out of thousands of people at the Bureau, McCabe, Comey, Strzok, Page, they're not the only fucking four. You've got torchbearers that had the torch passed to them by, guess who? That's right, American Gestapo wannabe. You should know by now, J. Edgar motherfucking Hoover. Dude's name is on the side of the building. You know, the guy that targeted the gay community and black African Americans. You know, the COINTEL shit, where they wanted to institute Nazism in America just under the guise of something different. Something fascist on a little different level than having the ostensible ubiquitous Nazi Germany swastika. They had to dress it up a little bit, man, because, you know, Nazi Germany was already fucked. So they had to pretend, they had to clean up their act, so to speak, clean up their act. Really, they just metamorphosized, shifted with their shiftiness. They just switched it up a little bit, man, and made it look like they were pro-American. That's all. They made it look like they were all about America and that they're for the Republic and that they're pro-America. Kind of, sort of like, exactly parallel, I say kind of, sort of like. I do not mean kind of, sort of like. That shit is not what I said that uber facetiously. What I mean is identical mirror image, okay? Robert Mueller pretending to be motherfucking Republican. Come on, dude. The reason he ended the investigation was he knew that it was unconstitutional. He knew that he was from the very beginning treading on thin ice. He knew, man, that popular opinion was against him. He knew that the public's view of him was that he's a fucking piece of shit. And he also knows, dude, that he can be in some serious legal fucking shit. Some serious fucking hot water, like brought up on charges of treason. He knows that. And he knew, and he knows that the people who initiated, that is launched the whole witch hunt, he knew that it had gone too far. You see, he's a pawn in the whole thing as well. He's a pawn in their end game. He's a fucking pawn in the whole nexus of this shit that those people do. And he pretends to be a fucking Republican, man. Come on, dude. and so he went out for them on a limb and did as much as he could to placate them, you know, and played along with their shit so that it would look like he was a champion of the cause, you know, and that he was unbiased and, you know, he was impartial and he was doing it for the sake of America, you know, and all the bull, because it's all a facade. The whole thing is a fucking facade. I keep saying it. It's like Hunger Games. It's like Divergent. It's like a lot of dystopian movies, dude. These wastrels, they are untoward, wayward enemies of America. They are unequivocally un-American fucking traitors. They do not follow U.S. American law, rule of law. They make up their own shit, which is called sedition. They are involved in treachery, that is treason. And that's exactly what the fuck they do. Robert Mueller didn't have any real, true, honest authority. his so-called, quote, investigation, end quote, investigation wasn't a real fucking investigation. He may have been like poking around looking to like stir up trouble, but he didn't have any real American legal authority. No, he had rogue faction within American politics authority, which is quasi-authority, which is fake ass shit. It wasn't even a real fucking investigation, dude. It was all bullshit. It was all a hoax. Talk about Watergate, dude. Talk about Watergate, man. Shh, come on, man. The shit that Robert Mueller and James Comey and Andrew McCabe and Lisa Page and fucking Peter Strzok and all these motherfuckers. There's more of them. You only hear about those fools in the media. You know how many of these motherfuckers are embedded in deep state, dude? You know how deep this shit goes? That's why they're called fucking deep state, man. Come on, man. There are hundreds of these fools working together, man. And they do that shit because they know, or at least they suspect, they believe, they anticipate that no one at the Department of Justice is going to come after them anytime soon. That's why they're on TV, dude. That's why they got the benefits. That is the luxurious office spaces. Some can say, well, Grove, the thing is, their office that they had was actually quite limited in terms of its resources. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, you can say that shit, but think of the average American. Think of the average middle-class person. Think of people who are in between middle class and low income. This motherfucking Bobbert Mueller bobbleheaded around the landscape for almost fucking 2 years. Just call it 2 years. Call it a little bit more than 2 years. Call it whatever the fuck you want. Bobbleheaded his way around on some Nazi American shit, some Nazi Germany America type shit, because that's exactly what it is, and wannabe shit. And it's totally unconstitutional, totally fucking illegal. No real true legal authority, all fucking quasi-power shit. Quasi-power shit. Government within a government within a government, which is a shadow fucking government and not a good shadow government. There are different factions in our government. The shadow government faction that this motherfucker's with and all of the preceding, they're not the good shadow government. They're the bad motherfuckers. And they're not our government. They're some other government. They ran a witch hunt in America. That's exactly what the fuck it was. Americans had to endure that shit. And had to just like go through the motions with, right, we're going on day 2 years of the witch hunt, which is un-American, unconstitutional. Come on, man. The very moment it was determined that there was no collusion, which we all knew from the very beginning, and after they had all their meals, and after they had all their meetings, and after they like helicoptered around and flew around and like went and investigated like hundreds of people, witnesses, and arrested motherfuckers on some frivolous, trivial shit, some bullshit that they themselves do. You think these people in government are clean themselves, man? When are they going to be investigated? When are their accounts and all the dirty shit that they do going to be investigated? Oh, that's right. It's all a big distraction to try to pin it all on Trump and Trump's people so that you don't ever think to yourself, well, wait a second. What's going on with Bobbert Mueller's affairs? What's going on with Andrew McCabe and fucking James Comey and these motherfuckers behind 9/11? What's up with their accounts and the shit that they fucking do, dirty shit behind the scenes? Yeah, what the fuck is up with these dirty motherfuckers behind the scenes? When is there going to be a formal investigation of them? When are their people going to be arrested? Huh? When is there going to be a fucking hunt to find out what the fuck they've been doing leading up to and after 9/11? When is that going to begin? Because they just attempted to overthrow a president of the United States, man.